It's soup making day. Welcome back to Grace Between the Fields. Today we're going to be making a few different types of soup.
Nothing says homestead living quite like a giant pot of soup made completely from scratch. While Joe and I are working hard behind the scenes towards our big goal of getting out onto a homestead, today I'm in the kitchen alone with a very delicious mission. I'm making a variety of different scratch-made soups, comparing them head to head to find the ultimate best one for our future homestead kitchen. Let's see which one wins.
So the first one I want to make is a lentil soup, but I also am going to be making a jambalaya soup, and for that I need to have some chicken breasts cooked. So I'm going to use my Instant Pot to cook that. So I'm just going to set that up first, and then we'll get making into the lentil soup. Okay, so we need one whole onion. Then 3 pieces of garlic. Heat this up with a little bit of oil in there. Okay, let's get the onion. Need 2 bay leaves. And just incorporate all this. While that is just simmering on the stove for a little bit, cook the last minute of the veggies. I grabbed the last of the ingredients. So this is what I'm going to use for the veggie broth. It's just vegetable bouillon. Then I need some crushed tomatoes. The best thing is when you have it in the summertime and you can grab it fresh from your garden, but it's wintertime and I don't have any left. So I'll use it from a can. And then I need lentils. Soup is ready to go. It smells delicious in here. I'm going to let it cool down a little bit, and my first freezer soup is ready to go. So the lentil soup is all finished. It's been cooling down. So next we're going to move on to the jambalaya soup. So we started with the chicken breasts, which we're cooking in the Instant Pot. So that has now also finished. So we're just going to prep all the vegetables so that way they're ready to cook. I am doing 1.5 times the recipe just because there is a little bit of smoked sausage that you're supposed to add into here. I'm not a big fan of a lot of smoked sausage, but the packages I bought, well, it's still less because you need a pound, and I think I bought 600 grams. So it is less, but I still want it even less. So I figured if I do 1.5 times the recipe, it makes a lot of soup, but it also means that I'll be set for a little while with this soup and more in the way that I want it. So we're just going to prep all the vegetables first. And yeah, so I'm going to do, I guess, you need 4.5 peppers. I might just round a few things just to make it work for me. Celery, the onion, and the garlic. Okay, I have some garlic sausage. So these are all my veggies. For the meats, I have some garlic sausage and the chicken that was in the Instant Pot that we need to reheat up for the soup right away. Later on, we're also going to be adding in some shrimp, but that's still in the freezer at the moment. So for now, we need to cut these into small little pieces, shred up the chicken, and use all that in there. So as I mentioned, I don't quite use the full amount of this sausage just because it's not my favorite to include. So I just kind of like it as a little side thing. Otherwise, you'd need about 1.5 pounds. So probably about 3 times as much as this. I just don't like doing that. So I do it this way instead. We'll need some chicken broth. We'll need some wild rice. We're going to put in some whole wheat flour. Some whole wheat flour that I have. The crushed tomatoes, we're going to put a can of that in, as well as some Cajun seasoning. I just have a jar of Cajun seasoning in the back, so I'm going to grab that as well. We have our 2 pots, which we're going to let them warm up a little bit with a little bit of oil in both. Half the chicken into each. And then I'm going to add in all my vegetables. And now I'm going to let all the veggies saute as well. So normally you add about 1/4 cup of flour, but I'm going to fill it only 3/4 of the way full because this is 3/4 of a recipe in each pot. So this is 4 cups of water mixed with the bouillon. Then we're going to add 3/4 of a cup of the rice. Cajun seasoning. Lid on.
We tried both soups this evening, and here's the summary of it. Both soups are delicious and filling. They both make great freezer soups and are ones we would want to have again. The Greek lentil soup is vegetarian and gives a good alternative as our family eats a lot of chicken. It is budget friendly and did not take long to make. The jambalaya was full of flavor and had different textures with a lot of various meats, veggies, and rice. The one setback is that this recipe is more expensive because of all the meat involved. Overall, I have to give the winning spot to the Greek lentil soup. Both soups were delicious in their own flavors, but the budget for the Greek lentil soup was unbeatable.